Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful Monday morning? How's it going, TQ?
It's going great. How are you?
No complaints, no complaints. Figured this would be a good opportunity here to answer some of your questions because we just are extremely busy right now, guys, with the product line and don't have a lot of time to comment back. First and foremost, I did not ruin the dump truck, okay? I saw that comment and kind of chuckled. This thing can be taken off in 3 minutes or less, guys. If you watch the entire video, Wyatt explained that in the video, and we can literally put our tailgate right back on and use it as a dump truck if we want to. As of right now, we're testing this out because what I'm honestly hoping, and I'll just share this with you right now, is at some point we just transition all of the trucks to this kind of style setup, okay? Now, I don't know how much we're gonna like this setup because we haven't had a chance to run it just yet. So only time will tell, but I know for a fact at some point we're probably going to transition the F350 to this setup with the full rack out system. So that was another question we got asked. Are we going to put blower racks and gas can racks and everything on this one? No, we are not, because of the reason I just explained. If we want to take the ramp rack off and use the dump truck, we don't want to have to take all of the equipment defender racks off as well along with that. Just wouldn't make sense for us. With that being said, we can still put the snow plow on, the salt spreader on. We can still put our leaf box on. Actually, this truck is going to be going very soon out to Tim, so he can finish that setup from last year. And yeah, so we're going to enjoy it while we have it here and really just test it out. So right now we just kind of have everything setting around the mowers, and we can do that as well. Yes, it will be a little frustrating, a little more time consuming, but we needed to have a backup just in case the Isuzu went down. And I know some of you will say, well, you have the trailer, you have the other truck. Yes, we do. But you have to think, when we placed this order, what, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever it's been, we had G with us. The overall plan at that time was to have G in a truck with another person, TQ and myself in one of the trucks, and running it that way. So just wanted to answer a few of those questions. You can't foresee the future, but you know, once you place orders, those are done and over with, and you know, people move on and things happen. It's life, guys. It's business. The best thing I can say is just keep plugging and keep moving forward.
All right.
You ready to get into this, TQ?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Oh, so close. All right, guys, so I got the big boy here. It's field mow week, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this whole field with this baby here. We'll see how she cuts through it.
Quick pass, that's pretty impressive. So she's shooting 1, 2, 3, about 4 strikes. That's how much dispersion she's getting. That's pretty darn good for the amount of material on her. And it's early morning. This still does have dew on it.
Alright guys, so I got this field all mowed out. What do you think? So I actually dropped it down to about a 4.5. Normally we would keep the deck all the way up, but I wanted to see how it would power through dropping it down a little bit, because I don't think if I left it all the way up it wouldn't have taken a whole lot off. But this is at a 4.5, one-time cut. There was no bogging down at all. I was cutting right through it. I was going at a moderate speed. I wasn't going super fast or super slow, and I think it handled phenomenally.
Talk about that DQ. We won't talk about it. We've all been there. you notice the way I trimmed that, I kept all the debris going away from that blue building right here. Mainly, there's windows all down this side, and there's a ton of gravel down in here. And if you notice, that building up here, there's no windows on the side of it, if you can pick that up. Anyways, just lessens the chance of knocking a window out with that loose gravel, and it's a tough area to trim. As you probably saw, I almost slipped and busted my behind. So this lawn here, guys, we haven't been at in 3 weeks, might even have been a month, I don't know. It got hit really bad by the drought. The heat stress, I mean, zapped it. I mean, we went from beautiful green grass cut at 4 inches to brown spots everywhere, like just big blotches of it. And we've had some rain, but this area here hasn't had enough just yet, but it does have quite a bit of green coming back in it. So if you'd have seen it last week when we came by here compared to this week, it's like night and day. If you can imagine, like those little brown spots you see now, imagine the entire thing looking like that. That's how it was. So the ramp rack, guys, how's it going? It's going good. It takes a little bit of getting used to because the gate is, you know, roughly probably about 8 feet in the air, I'd say, at the top. With that being said, I know a dump truck style ramp rack might not be for everybody or everybody's cup of tea, but a pickup truck, guys, if you can get away with running like a 52 and a 48, I'm telling you right now, getting the one for the pickup truck, this is an absolute game changer for real, as they say, and I hate that word, I'll be honest with you. 2 words. I hate the game changer concept because I think it's overused. But this on a pickup truck, smaller mowers, if you can get away with that, guys, absolute, for real game changer. So we got a storm coming, so we decided to come to our property and start working on it. So just in the last couple weeks, they cut the winter wheat. I know a bunch of you have been asking about what's going on with the property and the shop, and I addressed that about 3 months ago, but I'll go ahead and update it if you happen to have missed it. So as of right now, the shop is on hold, okay? With the economy and the way interest rates and everything have spiked, it just didn't make sense for us to rush this build as of right now. Now, with that being said, it doesn't mean we're not going to build it. Talking with our professional that handles everything, he's looking into the future, and he's saying probably next year, at the beginning of the year, there's going to be a huge interest drop, okay? I don't know if that's going to happen or not. He can't guarantee that's going to happen or not, but it does look like they're going to bring the interest rates back down. So fingers crossed, that's what happens. As of right now, though, that's where we stand. knew a storm was coming. That's why we didn't continue on in the route. Once it really starts hammering it, it's going to be here for quite a while. So we figured we'd at least be productive, and hey, if we messed anything up, it's on our own property. So BQ's over there checking out the top pond. We have a massive snapping turtle. I mean, he's gigantic. I'm wondering if she saw it.